Alrighty fellas, it is time. And this is how they gotta get the rock out of the pond. Monster red tail. Oh my. Alrighty fellas, it is time. What is going on, Cuffaros? Welcome back to another video. You're probably wondering what the heck is going on. Well, let me tell you, we've got a busy day ahead of us. Our man Hector and Eric are both here. They're probably in the front yard somewhere, but you'll see them in just a second. We have got a lot to do. Yesterday, the filtration got clogged from this gravel. Now, y'all know this pond has not been able to just get clear and stay clear for a while, especially after the feedings, for months. Ever since I put the substrate in there, there's like 6 inches, 8 inches of just white gravel, and this gravel has just been holding this cloudy muck. And I should have known better out of my past to not put that in there, but I did. I wanted some white bottom so you could see the fish a little easier, and you know, the substrate hasn't given me a break. Not only every time I feed is it just getting cloudy, obviously the filtration's been off for 2 days now. I just had this big bubbler in here, that's why the water's green now, the UV's been off. But the fish, I can just never even like film or see them or anything with the white gravel as well, so there's no point of having the white gravel. I gotta get this white gravel out, mainly because here's the main reason. It has been clogging the filtration the entire time as well. It's small enough gravel to get into the top of our filter, and I've cleaned this thing out multiple times, so we just got to get it out. And that's the goal of today's video, is to be able to see these fish all over again. But that, as you know, is not an easy task when you have a monstrous catfish, largemouth bass, you know, gar, and all these crazy fish that we're about to be taking out. And putting, as you can see, I've got all my nets ready, and putting into this giant tub and 2 other coolers. So hopefully everything will fit. Like I said, it's only temporary. So even if they're squished in there for just a few 45 minutes or something like that, obviously they'll be just fine. So the goal of today's video is to get all of our monsters out of this pond, put them into these tubs, get all the substrate out, wheelbarrow the substrate from the wheelbarrow all the way into probably the back of the goat enclosure, because it gets very flooded in there. Y'all know that. So we'll probably just put it in the back there, and then on top of that, put everything back in. And once the gravel is out of the pond and into the goat enclosure, then we can come back to the pond, move our fish back on into here. But look at some of the size. Look at the size of this thing. That is insane. That pacu, gar, look at Thump, the largemouth bass. Our big catfish are all in the corner. Iridescent, arowana, you name it, it's in here. We've got some monstrous fish, and I can't wait to see them again. Although I hate doing this stuff, because it's 1, stress on the fish, of course, no one wants to do that. 2, it's a lot of work. But 3, it's so cool to see the growth of the fish. This is where they're all going to be, so we're going to see them very clearly. I've actually got to add some of their water as well as the hose water into this tub. Strap in, boys and girls, it's gonna be a busy day. Alrighty, this tub is full. I've actually moved on over the aerator on into here. That was part of the reason why I put the pool here specifically, because that would reach. And then I have another cooler filling up. I have plans to probably put the fly river in this, fly river and the plecos in this, and then all the rest of the fish in here. If we need more room, need be, we do have another cooler, but I'm gonna try to squeeze most of the fish into here. Like I said, it's only for temporary time, like a very short amount of time. So this is a quick process. Got to get everything out of the pond. As you can see, look at all the monsters, and out of here and into this right now. Let's hop in. This is not what I anticipated to do today. There we go. Very first fish that has grown a lot is our giant gourami. All right, next fish, let's try to get Thump. There we go. Holy smokes, dude. Look at the size of Thump. Look at the size of Thump. He got so big. There he goes. Yeah. Tripled in size as well is our melanistic gar. Oh yeah. That's a monster. Here you go, Eric. Oh. Giant. Well, peacock, this peacock has grown so much since the last time I saw it. Come on, swim, buddy. My big old iridescent catfish. Purpose for us using this rubber net is so those fins of this catfish don't get stuck. A lot of times if you use like a regular mesh, their fins would be toasted. So we use this rubber mesh, and that prevents any of that from happening. I think it's time we start getting the big catfish. gosh, he's breaking a hole in the net. Big red tail. Come on, red tail. Dude, these things are like 20 pounds. It's insane how big they got. Actually insane how big they got. Look at that thing. That is nuts. This is, surprisingly enough, as big as it is, this is the one-eyed hybrid that used to swim with Beast. And he's literally just about the size of Beast at this point. They're all growing so fast, but if you look closely, he's only got one eye. So this side of him doesn't have an eye. Well, it's kind of hard to see. This is hectic, but here you go, Eric. This is probably the hardest fish we're gonna have to move right here. The ribsaw catfish, and it has gotten to become like literally 20 pounds. Probably heavier than that, 25 pounds. All right, this one's hard. Put him in, he'll break the net right away. Whoa. Okay, we only have a few more fish. This is our biggest platinum. Big old platinum red tail. Monster platinum red tail. By the way, we are trying to make this as quick as possible. Hence why, like, when we do the regular transfer, I'm like showing the fish and stuff. This, we could do that once we're putting them back in. We need to do this as quick as possible, so we still gotta get all the gravel out of here. Erwin! Erwin! This one will jump out of that tub, so we just gotta keep an eye out. Red tail. Beautiful color red tail. That one's just such like a, reminds me of a red tail. Like that is a Brazilian red tail right there. Straight out the Amazon River. Another big red tail. Monster red tail. I love the red tails. Beautiful. One of our most beautiful platinums. Right there, he's got the beautiful speckled on him. Very, very pretty fish. It's a giraffe nose. Very unique fish. Giraffe nose catfish. Super cool. My buddy Foddy gave me this one and it's gotten so big since. Massive since. Like I said, we'll get a better view on all these fish here once they're out of the pond. That is a moral de Caro. Look at the colors on that thing. It's polka dots. It's like a panther grouper. Monster Fly River. Eric, we put that in the cooler. Last fish. He's a fast one. Got him. We just put the last marble de Caro in there. I just gotta grab these plecos now. Oh, let me get the net. I didn't expect that. He made me bleed. You put this in the cooler. Look how big this one's got. I feel like he just grows bigger every single time. And the very last fish out of the pond is a rhino plecostomus. And they get that rhino because they got this horn right here. Very pretty fish though. I have about 7 pounds of wax on my arm and this is like tree sap straight out of the wood. The heat pulls the sap out of the wood. But look how many fish are inside our tub. It's insane, actually insane. So many fish. I cannot wait to be able to literally pick them up one by one and put them back into this crystal clear water. Because that's what we really wanted the whole time. We wanted to be able to see these fish. And since we put this gravel in, it has been nothing but misery when it comes to looking at the fish. And there we go. Look at this one. We've got our Fly River in this one with our few plecos, which works perfect. I could even leave this open. He's not gonna go anywhere. He can come up, take his breath of air, and vice versa for the plecos as well. Fellas, all the fish are where they need to be. Now the boys are gonna get to work getting that gravel out, and then we can put everything right back in. This was like an emergency video. Emergency monster fish move. Instead of like furniture move, we move fish. Thanks for tuning in. Literally just look at the water as Hector is pushing the rock to the middle. Look at the water coming out from the bottom of this. And that is after I'm not even kidding you. When I say this, and I'm not kidding you, at least 45 to 60 water changes in this dang pond. I have done so many water changes just like knowing the problem, but just never really making the leap, which this is the leap, and just getting rid of it. It's just it's so thick, the gravel's so small. It was a mistake on my end. I should have never did this substrate, and you live and you learn, right? So now we're suffering the consequences of having to pretty much work backwards. Everything we just did to put the gravel in, we got to do in reverse to take the gravel out. But all I know is the fish are going to be good because I just thought of this genius idea to do constant fresh water into this tub just in case it does take a little bit longer than we expect. expected. I have closed this cooler, but not fully, so they can still come up, but it doesn't just bake in the sun. I have this pond, obviously, with all the fish in it, and I have a hose going in while I have this slightly draining about the same exact speed. So it's constantly having fresh water come through it now, which will help big time. Not only clear this up, but also keep fresh water flowing through, and these fish will be chilling, especially with that big old aerator. They were in here for 2 days with no filter going, just this. Because Hector, obviously, I can't just call Hector, Hector, be here, and Hector's here. You know what I mean? So Hector was here as quick as he possibly could, and now we're getting started. This man is an absolute legend, because he did have other jobs to go to. He knew this was a little bit of an emergency without the filter going. So big shout out to Hector and Eric. Comment down below saying thank you, Hector and Eric. And this is how they got to get the rock out of the pond. It's got to be scooped, because you don't want to use a shovel and then pierce the liner. So you got to literally slightly shovel it to the middle, bucket it into here, and then out of here it'll get rolled down into the goat enclosure and put somewhere in there. Hard-working dudes right here, I'm telling you what, they freaking grind. I asked Hector, I said, Hector, why do you love hard work so much?
That's in my body, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just keeps you young?
Keeps me young, happy, and some money in my pocket.
Yeah. That's the perfect answer. Young, happy, money in the pocket. This is gonna take quite some time, but I think it would be done relatively quick, within the hour for sure. And then we can get all them dang fish right back into the pond. The goats are like, what the heck? We decided to put the gravel towards the back of the fence here, since it's so low back there. We'll just lay it back there and flatten it all. It probably won't make much of a difference. Obviously, it'll probably only cover like from there to here, but still, it's something. This is all flooded because I just drained the pond, by the way. This will be gone by the end of today. And that's exactly why we built this, so that if we ever did anything like this, this enclosure has something high up in the air. And the process continues, fellas. Goodness, all the rock is pretty much out. That is just sand, and that's just the muck that was not allowing it to get clear. I thought we had gotten it out. We definitely didn't. Hector, that is crazy.
Too much sand.
What do you think, Anthony? It's nuts. That's just insane. It's been about 45 minutes, and like I said, we got all the gravel out now. So the fish still have aerator going. Water is flowing in while water is flowing out, so they're all chilling right now. They don't even care. They're like, fresh water. It's cleaner than the heck the thing they were in before, so they're doing good for now. We're just waiting on this to get a little bit more clean off the bottom, and then we'll spray it, get every last bit of that out, and we can rescape it and get our fish back in. Alrighty, folks, it has been quite some time now since the last time I picked up the camera. The fish are doing fantastic, especially with that overflow thing we had going. They are looking great. Hector, look at all the rock from inside the pond, and we're almost just about emptied out. Almost there. And then once this is like completely all broomed out, all the sand is out, we can fill this baby mama back up, and I can set up the filter again, and then we can get fish going in. So I'm super excited to just have this done. Like, this has been, y'all know, we literally don't even film this pond because of how foggy it gets from all this right here. As you can see, that is all the reason why. Like, look at that. It's just so sandy and just nastiness. So I'm very excited to get this pond all clear again. That is literally gonna be here in just a moment. It's so cool to see all my fish in this tub. The red tails, the airween, gar, pacu, giraffe nose, everything. Let's check up on our turtle here. Oh yeah, doing amazing. Doing fantastic. No worries there. Everything fit perfect too. Like, that's just insane. That is just some nastiness. Look at this. This is what it should look like right here. And underneath is all dirt. It's nice and soft. I also have to install another camera. I want to put a security camera up here. We have like 22 security cameras on the property, and I like to have them on each pond so I can keep an eye on things. The one in the building I gotta fix, and the one I want to install up here, which is super cool. Almost done, Hector. Almost done.
Yeah.
How does your back feel, man?
Oh, really good, man.
It looks like it's painful, man, and I love the fit. The folded up jeans with the Crocs. That man looks stylish today.
I put my shirt in the bed. Yeah. And I forgot this morning.
Oh.
Yeah, but
no shorts.
I was thinking about the shirt last night.
Yeah. Dude, the background looks crazy.
Yeah.
Look like in the jungle. We're in the Amazon corner. Gio, look at this, brother. Let me show you the other side.
Bro! Are those all your fish?
That's all the monsters, bro.
What are you doing?
Doing this. I had to get the substrate out this thing, dude.
Wow. So what, just kind of keep it clear?
Yeah, just gonna keep it way clean. I just had to FaceTime you and show you this. My boy Gio, everyone that's watching. If you could see him on the phone, I don't know, the lighting's pretty gnarly, but dude, his neck.
You better be careful, bro, because it's starting to thunderstorm over by me.
I know.
Blowing over there.
The storm is coming, bro. We're fighting the storm, but this just looks so sick. I had to show you.
Dude, yeah, give me a call when it's done. I'd love to see it.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, bye. All right, Gio. Oh, the lighting is perfect now. You can see everything. Now we rinse all the rock off. I actually got to pull all the foam off of. Well, these ones are from Carib Sea. These are the ones that are actually all put together already. They're arches that you can get. For the most part, there's still some foam on the other ones. This is so satisfying. Ready? Oh, yeah. So I'm going to take all the foam off this. I have a new thing of foam so we can refoam our new structure at the bottom. And boys and girls, we're going to have clear water finally. Finally. It's a full day of work, but well worth it. All right, back behind the jungle is our filter. This filter has been getting clogged, but now that I've got everything cleaned out for the second time, we can twist everything back on. Got the PVC back here again, and this should do the trick. Hopefully just got no leaks. This right here is where you can do the water changes, which we just use a pump, but this would be really cool to set up eventually. Maybe have a piece of PVC coming out and running back into the yard somewhere, but for now, we'll just tighten these down. On the top of this filter you can see filtration, and if you were to do a backwash, you just hit this and go backwash. That's how you do a water change. Water start coming out of here and you flip it back. But I couldn't even turn this before. That's how many rocks were inside of this, and I really did think we just broke the $3,000 filter. Thankfully we didn't, so we were able to get all the rock out of there and get this thing going. Now I just gotta put this back around here to seal that, and we should be good to go. Alright, that should be fully sealed. Hector has fully prepped and enabled me to just get right in to start scaping this thing all over again. So obviously we don't have substrate in here now. Yeah, we could do the white tile and take our time that we don't have because our fish are in a tub. But the black bottom is just gonna cause no issues. It's gonna get everything going right away, and that's what we really want. We just wanna get this thing started. So without further ado, I'm gonna scape this really quickly and get the filter set up so that we can start filling this with water as soon as possible. Get the fish out of that tub. Similar to the last one, I'm pretty much just gonna build, very similar to the last one, I'm pretty much gonna build a zigzag of rock. The fish would just use it to kind of tuck themselves up onto. I have two caves here, one there, and just kind of do, like I said, very similar to the last one. Of course, we're only working with so much rock, but we'll make it good, at least a little bit of structure for them, and the fish will be happy. It's literally like playing Jenga. Stack them up. I'll catch up to you when I finish the scape.
Say kaboom.
Say kaboom. What does that mean?
I don't know, man. Kaboom. It's like boom.
Boom.
Kaboom.
Kaboom. Alrighty, that is the structure. We have one piece here, one there, another one here, and the caves and everything over there. If you look at it from a level of this, it's just some structure at the bottom to provide a little bit of something better than nothing. And we also have drama. Drama?
Yeah, drama.
That's wood?
Yeah.
Drama, like drama.
Yeah. You know the tree? Rama.
Yeah. Drama. All right, we have a little bit of drama.
La rama del árbol.
La rama del rabo.
Del árbol.
Del rajo.
Yeah, almost.
Close enough, fellas. Wood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all know wood. And that's what we're putting in, as well as the structure we already have. We'll just kind of sit this, we will just sit this right in the middle of all the structure. I know the plecos love the wood, and as simple as that. Here's the structure, fellas. This is the pond. The rocks aren't too stacked up anyway. The only thing I'm really worried about them knocking over is this side over here. But you know what? These guys are gonna be moved into the backyard pond once we get that fully linered and everything anyway. So that's it for today, structure-wise. That's it for this right here. Now it's time we get the hose start filling this pond back up so we can get our fish moved.
Thank you for watching this video. See you soon, guys.
We're not done yet, Hector. We gotta move the fish. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Hey, smash that like button. Smash that like button. All right, folks, there is enough water now inside the pond, at least enough to start getting some of the fish out, which will create more oxygen in here. And obviously, as the water's filling in the pond over here, I could slowly get these guys out of here. So the first one to swim into the net is probably gonna be the arowana. There we go. Look just how big they got. Okay, let's try that again. Don't do it. Stay that way. There you go. All right. Very first fish, Arroween. Straight into the pond. The gourami is typically pretty easy to get. There we go. This one doesn't even move, ever. It's the craziest thing. It literally doesn't care to move. A little home slice. And you can actually like see the fish, which is crazy. You could not see them before. You just couldn't. We had days where it was clear, and then once you feed, game over, right, Tommy?
Yeah.
Let's go for the gar. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That one's got his head through.
Try to get him in.
Yeah. Look at just how black that fish is. Jet black. Jet black. It's the color of the net. Crazy.
Might be darker.
No. Wrong way. There we go. That's crazy. I won't bother lipping him because I don't want to mess with him too much, but look at the size of Thump. Holy smokes, he's so big his back's out of the water and that shallow. Dude, the red tails are just giant. Woo! Look at the size. How many times have I said that? Because I'm just truly blown away. Just how many holes are in this net, by the way, but little peacock bass. Get him right in. Hey, good boy. There you go. Albino iridescent. These guys are very fragile, so we're gonna make sure we get him in there right away. Boom, just like that. Couldn't have been any smoother. That's a big old catfish. That's a big catfish. That is Beast's brother right there. Such a good release. Perfect. Come on, buddy. Big red tail. Come on, buddy. Holy smokes. Come on. Get on out of there, buddy. Come on, buddy. There we go. Look at our monsters. As the water fills up, they'll be able to swim a little bit more. My goal is to I really needed to get some of the fish out of the tub as there's not fresh water going in and out of it anymore. So I just had to get a couple of them out and start this process a little bit sooner than I wanted to. I would have left them until the water was higher, but got to get this done. There we go. Your head ain't facing a hole this time, buddy. That is our black iridescent. There's a marble Dakara. Hey, a good thing is, you see that filter? She's flowing. She wasn't doing that 2 days ago. She wasn't doing that. Look at the size of this red tail.
Huge.
Look at the size of that red tail. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Goodness.
Oh my.
All right, big old mama sauce pacu. Look at the thing. Bending the whole net. We're gonna put him in the deeper end. There we go. Here's an update on what our fish are looking like. They're all in a little shallower water, but definitely swimmable. And it's only gonna get higher up and more filled. I just can't wait to see them when the water's high and we can actually just see them come to the surface and eat right out of our hand again. It's been quite some time since we've had videos of hand feeding these fish, and we're finally gonna be able to do that all over again. Because look just how clear it really is now. Platinum. This is our most beautiful fish for sure. There we go. Right next to his platinum buddy. Bro, it's actually crazy to see how yellow that is. He's golden. You see that? Yeah. He's golden. It's glistening gold on his forehead. Uh-oh. 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 That just drenched me. Beast! Our 30-pound catfish. Yes! So much smoother than I thought it was going to be, I'm not going to lie. There he goes. All right. A giraffe mama. These are really cool. This is a giraffe nose catfish. It's like the most innocent fish I have. Just eats pellets, but it's called the draft nose because one, it's got the draft pattern. See that? Super cool fish. Big red tail. Monstrous red tail. No! No! We made a giant hole. Look at the hole. Big red tail again. Another monster red tail, folks. I don't know what that makes red tail wise in this pond, but I know we have a bunch. That's for sure. Not that time. Let's go. Massive marble Cuffaro. Take a look at that. Woo-wee. That's a stud marble Cuffaro. Beautiful release. Beautiful. I am sweating, as you could tell. I am about to put the very last fish in, and today's mission of cleaning this pond out is completed, which is incredible. We did it all in one day. We started at 8 o'clock this morning, and it is now 3:28 in the afternoon, which is crazy. Almost a full day of just simply moving fish. I thought it was gonna take like an hour. Did not take an hour. The gravel was a lot of work. Shout out to Hector and Eric. It is insane how big this is. Oh my God. It sounds like a freaking hacksaw is in my net. Just.
Ain't even close to putting in the net.
No, not even close. Put them in. And if you guys know when I got that fish how big it was, you'd be mind boggled just how large it is now. Come on, they got a lot of spines on them, so there we go. Woo! Dude, I had that fish and it was literally this big. And it's massive. A lot of these fish I've had for 6-7 years. Hence why when we almost had a hiccup, I was like about to cry my eyes out because these are literally my kids. These are my children at this point. It's been so long. Been feeding them every other day for 6 years. All right, and last but not least, I almost forgot about, of course, how do I forget? Our fly river turtle, our big old fly river turtle. We have our plecos, which we know these guys are not the craziest intelligent fish. You can kind of just grab them. Rhino, 2 rhino plecos, which have gotten so big as well. We got these a long time ago. See you, buddy? There they go. Of course, our albino, which this guy doesn't even try to fight. I feel like he almost knows me at this point. Right, buddy? You remember my face? He's so cool. Got this guy a long time ago as well. He's gotten so much bigger. See you later, dude. And as a cherry on top, to literally finalize it all, our massive fly river turtle, guys. This thing is huge. He's gotten much bigger since I've gotten him from Kenan. And I actually traded my monster mata turtle for this turtle, which in my eyes is a great deal. So I'm gonna actually hop in. I'm not just gonna drop this guy. There you go, dude. It's not a lot of water yet, but you'll be there. You'll get there. So now that all of our monsters are back into the pond, we officially can let the water fill up and get back to the camera when that is the case. And I could actually get some underwater stuff with the underwater camera. We'll see you in probably like 3 hours. A storm is a-brewing, but guess what? It's the next day, and my goodness, the Amazon corner is actually the Amazon corner now. Without substrate, as you can see, my filtration and UV has been keeping up just fine. The fish are all amazing. Nothing happened, which is great. It's another good sign. The water is so clear. I mean, let's just see if I can maybe, oh yeah, look, they're already coming up to the surface. They're already coming up to the surface, beast, right? Oh yeah, that is crazy. I wonder if like, these things will probably eat like crazy, which we'll do a video feeding them and everything coming up here soon on the channel. We'll do the pellet, the bottom wafer feeding for the fly river turtle that you saw in there, and also a big tilapia feeding in probably one of the next videos here. So make sure you're subscribed down below. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, getting the substrate out, moving the monster fish. And to top it off, I've got some underwater footage I just took that is incredible. No cuts, just roll it raw. Enjoy underwater in the Amazon corner. I mean, that's just incredible. Like, look at the fish. They're all so visibly there now. I love it. I love this pond. I love everything about today's video. It's finally done. Beautiful, beautiful. I kept the water a little bit lower for the arowana. Let's hope that all works out. You can just see everything. It's crazy. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button. And we'll see you right back here in the very next video. Peace.